Welcome back to my channel. So what are we going to do today? We're going to connect the physical layer. Okay, let's get started. Let's open our Packet Tracer. So, connect the physical layer. Identify physical characteristics of Internet working devices. Select correct modules for connectivity, connect devices, and check connectivity. Background. In this activity, you will explore the different options available on Internet working devices. You will also be required to determine which options provide the necessary connectivity when connecting multiple devices. Finally, you will add the correct modules and connect the devices. Okay. Identify physical characteristics of Internet working devices. Identify the management port of a Cisco router. Click the East router. The physical tab should be active. Okay, we're going to do that. So let's click on East. And the physical tab should be active. This is the physical tab. Zoom in and expand the window to see the entire router. Which management ports are available? So let's zoom in. So, which management ports are available? You can see here you have an auxiliary port. Here you have a console port. And here you have a console port with USB mini connector. It's a little blurry, so let's take an image. So, I think you can see it better now. So, you have an auxiliary port, you have a console port, and you have a USB B mini connector. Okay. Let's go back to our Packet Tracer. So, which management ports are available? So the answer is one auxiliary port, one console port, and one USB console port with USB mini connector. USB mini B connector. Okay. Next question. Which LAN and WAN interfaces are available on East router and how many are there? So in this topology, you have two interfaces in the LAN, and there is gigabit 0/1 and gigabit 0/0. Let's take the other picture again to see it better. It's this one, gigabit 0/0 and gigabit 0/1. And then we have our WAN interfaces, and that's the two serial ports here. So to answer which LAN and WAN interfaces are available on the East router and how many are there, you have the LAN interfaces with 2 gigabits and you have the WAN interfaces with 2 serials. Okay, next. Click the CLI tab, press the Enter key to access the user mode prompt and enter the following command. Show IP interface brief. Okay. So here we are on our exec mode. Let's type show IP interface brief. So Here we can see our LAN interfaces are these two. Then our WAN interfaces are these two. This interface is a virtual one. VLAN is a virtual one. Okay. The output verifies the correct number of interfaces and their designation. The VLAN 1 interface is a virtual interface that only exists in the software. So this one. How many physical interfaces are listed? There are 4 physical interfaces listed and 1 virtual one. So, how many physical interfaces are listed? 4. How many interfaces are listed? 5. 5 interfaces are listed. 4 are physical ones and 1 is a virtual one. Okay? So there are 5 interfaces listed, 4 physical ones and 1 virtual one. Next, so let's see. Enter the following command. Show interface gigabit 0/0. Okay, we're in the exec mode, so that's okay. So show interface gigabit 0/0. So you get so much information, but what is the question? What is the default bandwidth of this interface? So bandwidth is here abbreviated with BNW. So let's search for BW. Here you see it, 1 million kilobits. So what's the default bandwidth of this interface? It's 1 million kilobits. That's the default bandwidth of this interface. The interface gigabit 0/0. Okay, next. Show interface serial 0/0/0. Okay, let's get out of here by using Ctrl+C. Then show interface serial 0/0/0. So again, what is the default bandwidth of this interface? Let's search for the abbreviation of bandwidth, and that's BW. And here you can see it. This one is 1544 kilobits. Okay. So next. This is actually important. Bandwidth on serial interfaces is used by routing processes to determine the best path to a destination. It does not indicate the actual bandwidth of the interface. Actual bandwidth is negotiated with your service provider or ISP. Internet Service Provider. Okay, let's go to the next one. Identify module expansion slots. How many expansion slots are available to add additional module to the east router? So let's go to the tab Physical. Let's zoom out. Here you have a slot. It's in use. This one is covered and this one is available. So there is one slot available. Let's let's see the answer. One slot is available and you can add a module if you want. And here we have little modules. If you click on it, you have more information below. See, this one is a cover. Okay. Next, click switch to. How many expansion slots are available? Switch to. Okay, let's minimize this one. Go to switch to. So how many expansion slots are available? So in total 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10. 5 are in use. So 1, 2, 3. So 5 are in use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are in use and 5 are available. So let's see the answer. There are 10 slots, 5 in use and 5 available. Select the correct modules for connectivity. Okay. Determine which modules provide the required connectivity. Click East and then click the physical tab on the left beneath the module label. Okay, let's do that. So go to East, the router. Then we're already in the physical tab. On the left beneath the modules label, those are labels, you can see the available options to expand the capabilities of the router. Click each module, a picture and a description display at the bottom. Familiarize yourself with these options. Okay, so when you click, here you have your modules. If you click this, you see this module. So you can put it here, for example, if you want. Then you can see different modules. This is a cover. So you need to connect PC 1, 2, 3 to the East router, but you do not have the necessary funds to purchase a new switch. Which module can you use to connect the 3 PCs to the East router? That's easy. You have to connect to 3 PCs, okay? And here is your East router. Which module can you use so you can connect to those 3 PCs? That's easy. You have to find a module that can connect at least 3 hosts. So if you search, you start searching, this cannot be it, this cannot be it, this one. It should be this one, because you can connect here 4 hosts. This module is the one. It can connect to 4 hosts and has 4 RG45 female connectors that can connect to your PCs. So let's see the answer. Just search for a module with RG45 female connectors. So it's this one. It's called HWIC-4ESW. And SW stands for switching port. Here provides 4 switching ports. Okay. Next, how many hosts can you connect to the router using this module for hosts? Okay. Next, click on switch to. Okay. Which module can you insert to provide a gigabit optical connection to switch 3? Let's open switch 3. Where is switch 3? Ah, here is switch 3. So, hi, where are you hiding? So, if you see switch 2 and switch 3 has 2 fiber connectors and switch 2 only has 1. So we're going to take a fiber connection here. So which module can you insert to provide a gigabit optical connection to switch 3? A fiber one, because switch 3 already has a fiber one, and we're gonna put here a fiber one. But you also later on in this activity you will see that the connection cable is a fiber one in the table below. So, and let's see the answer. Because switch 3 already has a fiber one and switch 2 doesn't, let's take PT switch and M1 FGA. Later on you will see it also in the table below as a connection cable. So add the correct modules and power up the devices. So the devices, you have to power it off before you put a module. So you click on power off, then you put your module, then you click on power on. Because if you try it and it's on, it will not accept your module. So add the correct modules and power up devices. So click east and attempt to insert the appropriate module. From step 1A, modules are added by clicking the module and dragging it to the empty slot on the devices. They cannot add a module when the power is on. A message should display interface for this router module are not hot swappable. Hot swappable means you can put a module in while there is electricity in your device. But in this case, it's not hot swappable. The device must be turned off before adding or removing modules. Click the power switch located to the right of the Cisco logo to turn off east. Insert the appropriate module from step 1. When done, click the power switch to power up east. If you insert the wrong module and need to remove it, drag the module down to its picture in the bottom right corner and release the mouse button. So let's see if we cannot first do our switch, because our switch is already open. Using the same procedure, insert the module that you identify in step 1B into the empty slot farthest to the right in the switch 2. So let's first do our switch and then our router, because our switch is already open. So it's the fiber one, this one. So let's test what he just said. He said it's not hot swappable. It means if you try to put it here and you didn't turn it off, it will not accept it. So let's try it. So cannot add a module when the power is on. Okay, so let's power it off, then take the module, put it in, and then power it on. So then we're going to minimize this, go to our east router, and here he asked to put the module that can connect to your 3 PCs. and that was this one. Okay, let's power it off. So it's off, so you cannot see the green light. Take this, put it in, okay, and then power it on. So the green is on. Okay. Next, use the show IP interface brief command on switch 2 to identify the slot in which the module was placed. So let's minimize this. Go to our switch 2, then CLI. We're in the exec mode. Let's type show IP interface brief. So before I click on enter, in my previous video, I told you in IT we start with 0. We don't start with 1, like everyone does. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to count something, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 3 apples, you have 5 apples. No, in IT we always start with 0. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay? So show IP interface brief, and when we click on enter, you see the one we put in, it's this one, gigabit 5/1. Okay. So here it says it's in the 5th one. So let's go and see the answer. So let's go to the physical. We are going to start from right to left because there are modules in use from right to left. Here it's empty. In IT, we always start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that the module was placed in the 5th slot. When using the command show IP interface brief, it shows as gigabit internet 5/1. Okay, if you ask then in which slot it was inserted, it was the 5th one because we start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Connected devices. So in this activity, you only get points by connecting the devices. So I'm gonna show you. So here, the activity says 0. Wait, time lapse, why is 0, 0, 0, 0? Wait, do I do something wrong? Yes, it's that activity, okay. So when you connect the devices, then you will get your points. Let's see. This may be the first activity you have done with where you are required to connect devices, although you may not know the purpose of the different cable types. Use the table below and follow these guidelines to successfully connect all devices. Okay. Select the appropriate cable type, click the first device and select the specified interface. Click the second device and select the specified interface. If you have correctly connected two devices, you will see your score increase. Okay, so this is our table. So let's minimize this. So we're going to start with the cable that's mostly used here in this table, and it is copper straight through. So let's go to cables. This is the copper straight through. You can see it here. We click on Control on our keyboard, and then with our mouse we select the cable so we can use it multiple times. So we're going to start with this. We're going to start with the east router. So we're going to do this. So let's start with east gigabit 0/0 to switch 1. Gigabit 0/1 interface. Then gigabit 0/1 to our other switch 4. That's gigabit 0/1. And then let's do the PCs. So here is fast internet 0/1/0 to our PC fast internet 0, then 0/1/1 to our PC 2 with the interface fast internet 0, and then the last but not least our fast internet 0/1/2 to our PC 3 with the interface connecting with the interface fast internet 0. Okay, then we go to our switch 1. You can see it here. And then start connecting. So the first one is fast internet 0/1 to our PC fast internet 0, then 0/2 to our fast internet 0, and then 0/3 to our fast internet 0. So this is done. We still have our cable in our hand, and it's a copper straight through cable. So let's do then the remaining devices that should be connected with the copper through cable, and that's these ones. Okay, fast internet switch 2 has to connect with fast internet 0/1 to our PC 7 interface fast internet 0, then fast internet 1/1 to our PC 8 with fast internet 0, and then fast internet 2/1 with our last PC fast interface fast internet 0. So our copper straight through cable, we don't need them anymore, so you just click on escape and it's gone. Okay, so let's do the remaining. So this one we didn't do. Switch 4 copper crossover, that's this cable. Has to connect from the switch 4 to switch 3. So switch 4 interface gigabit 0/2 with switch 3 with gigabit 0/ with gigabit 3/1. This one. Okay, Then switch 3, the fiber. This is a fiber. So we already put a female connector in our switch 2, so he can connect to switch 3. Switch 2 can connect to switch 3, but here it starts with switch 3. So switch 3 with his fiber, with his switch 3 with his interface gigabit 5/1 to the same interface, so gigabit Ethernet 5/1. So these two are done. Then we have the east. Wait. Have this and this. Okay. Did I forget something? I don't think I forgot something. No, I didn't forget something. So east, we have to take which cable type? The serial DCE. The C stands for clock, so it's this one. So you have one without a clock and you have one with a clock. We need this one. So from the east, serial 0/0/0 to serial 0/0/0. So that's done. Let's see how much did we connect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 should be here, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did we? We forgot one. We forgot. So we forgot the switch 2. So we forgot one copper street through cable. It's this one from the switch to the access point, and it's here gigabit 3/1 to port 0. So it's done. You connect all the devices. So in this activity, if you connect all the devices, your results will be 100. But this activity, it's just partially connected to physical layer, but also doing other things. And that's the tutor who's going to give you points for that. But this activity, if you get all the connections right, you will have 100%. Because if you check your results, and then you see it's all green. So if you connect all the devices and they're all right, you didn't make a mistake, it's going to be 100%. But we aren't finished yet, so let's close this, move this. So in our activity, if you go back here, it says scoring for this activity is a combination of a packet tracer automated scoring and you recorded answers to the question posed in the instructions. See the error, not a valid bookmark, self-reference. At the end of this activity, and consult with your instructor to determine your final score. So the connectivity here is just a part of your total score, just a part of it. So where were we here? Okay, so you did it right. So let's go to the next. Check the connectivity. Check the interface status on East, click the CLI tab and enter the following command: show IP interface brief. Compare the output to the following. Okay, let's see. So we have to go to East, CLI. Okay. And then put show IP interface brief. So here you see all the interfaces. 31, 30 or serial IP 10.10.10.1. It looks good. Or VLAN. It looks good. So next, connect the wireless devices, laptop and tablet PC. Click on the laptop and select the config tab. So let's minimize this. The laptop. So our config tab. Okay. A wireless interface, this one. Check the box. Put a check in the box label on next to the port status. Within a few seconds, the wireless connection should appear. You can see it here. Okay, it's done. Now, click the desktop tab of the laptop. Click on the web browser icon to launch the web browser. So let's see here. Web browser. Then copy this. Then paste. Then go. So we're there. Hey, hey, hey. That's great. You did a good job. So let's minimize this. Click the tablet PC and select the config tab. Select the wireless 0 interface. Put a check in the box label or next to the port status. Within a few seconds, the wireless connection should appear. Okay, so the tablet PC. He said, go to the config. So we're going to see it together appear. So wireless, check the box. So you can see it. Repeat the steps in step 2B to verify the page display. Okay, a desktop, a web browser. So you can see it. Welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer. Connecting the physical layer. Well done. Okay, that's good. So change the access method of the tablet PC. Click the tablet PC and select the config tab. Select wireless 0 interface and check the box label on next to the port status. It should now be clear and the wireless connection will drop. So let's just uncheck the box. So we can see it together. So uncheck it. It's gone. Okay. Click the 3G 4G cell 1 interface. Put a check in the box label next to the port status. Within a few seconds, the cellular connection will appear. Repeat the process of verifying web access. Note, you should not have both wireless 0 interface and 3G/4G cell 1 interfaces active at the same time. This may cause confusion to the device when attempting to connect to some resources. So let's check to be sure it's gone. Here you have no connection. Okay, then he says go to 3G, 4G cell 1. Here, wireless is off. You can see it. Then go to this 3G/4G cell 1. Then check the box. It's checked. Now we can wait till the connection appears. You can see it here. Okay, that's good. Repeat the process of verifying the web access. Okay, let's go to our desktop. Then the web browser. Okay, then put the address here. Go. Hostname Unresolved. Okay, that's actually weird, but let's see our configuration. Our DNS is 0.0. That's not right. This is wrong. So I think maybe he did it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe we should troubleshoot at the end of our assignment. I don't know, but let's see. So we saw that our DNS server was, I think, 172.31. So let's check that to be sure. Okay, our DNS server is here. Configuration, yes, 31.10. Okay, let's configure that because this is wrong. I lost my default gateway, but I think it was 172.16.1.1. I think so, yes. Then our DNS should be, PT will use the default gateway of the fastest function port, but he used the same default gateway. Okay, let's close this. Then copy our DNS server IP, put it here. Okay, let's go to our settings. Only the DNS address configured on the first port will be used, but the configured 0.0.0. Configuring DNS on the second port is insignificant. That's also weird, because your DNS was 0.0.0.0. Okay, so let's go back to our 3G, 4G cell. Refresh. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Desktop. So let's close this. It's better you redo it again. Go to the web browser. Then put the address here in. Hostname unresolved. Kind of weird. Let's just go to our IP address of our DNS server. Wait, it's this one. I think it's something wrong with the configuration they did in this activity. So let's copy this. Normally with your IP you will get there. Yes! Hey, we're there. We're on a web page of Cisco Packet Tracer. That's really weird that he won't resolve the name address. It's okay because you can reach the DNS server. So let's minimize this. So he does this. So he can reach the DHCP server. Check the connectivity of the PCs. So we have to do the same thing for our PCs. So you have to copy this. Go to our first PC. Desktop, web browser. Okay, let's put our address here. Hostname Unresolved. Okay, let's go to our configuration. It's a DHCP server. So you should check DHCP not static. And then the DHCP server IP address will appear here. Okay, let's do it again. Go. You're there! Hey! So let's check the other PCs. I think they forgot to check the DHCP. So let's minimize this. Or maybe it's just one PC, I don't know. We're gonna see it together. Configuration? Yes, they didn't check DHCP. So wait a minute. Yes, DNS, the IP address of the DNS server is right. Okay, let's close this. Let's just do that for all the PCs. So configuration, DHCP. Yes. It really takes so long. Takes really so much time. I don't know. Configuration. DHCP. Sweet. Yes, that's right. We did 9. Let's do 8. Configuration. DHCP. Yeah, that's right. DNS servers. The address of our DNS server is right. Okay, let's do the other ones. Configuration, DHCP. Okay, that's good. That's the right address. We are almost there. We're almost there. Configuration, DHCP. Yes, that's right. 5. And then DHCP. Okay, that's okay. I think they already did it for our, yes, our laptop. Our laptop, they did it right. They didn't forget, but our PCs, we have to check DHCP because it's a DHCP server. So let's take 2 here, here 8, and here 6 to verify if we get to our DHCP server or our web page. So let's click on 2, for example. Then desktop, web browser. Then put the address here. Let's go! Yes! Then close this. Here it's 8. Gonna check 8. Desktop, web browser. Then go to the address. Yes! Then last but not least, PC6. You can do all of them. Normally you will get to that page. So let's take PC6. Then desktop, then web browser. So, it's good. You did a good job. Give yourself some props. So, job well done. Let's minimize this. So I just want to take a tablet. I want to remove this tablet, for example, and take another tablet, but he won't let me because this activity is blocked by the one who designed it. So create devices is locked by the author's design for this activity. So that's why, because I want to do more troubleshooting, but I can't. I want to take a new tablet, put it here, then configure the IP addresses and see what he will do. If he really will go to this server, because that's his destination, or he will do something else. But I can't, because it's locked by the author design for this activity. So in this activity you will get 100% if you connect the right cables with the right devices. Then the tutor will decide if you get points for answering these questions and for troubleshooting. So it's the instructor who has the final say how your points will be divided. Okay, let's close this. It's so slow. I don't know. My packet tracer is really slow today. I don't know why. Okay, that's it for today. So please, if I helped you, please subscribe, like and share, comment below. If you want more troubleshooting in this activity, just let me know so I can help you. So that's it. So let's minimize this. So that's it for today. Please share, like and subscribe and have a nice day.